Hey guys, Mike here. Well, I'm working on my Dodge and the typical blend doors. My heater core ain't leaking, but the blend doors are broke. So I'm removing the dash and doing this the right way. Heater Treaters has a kit, and I absolutely cannot bring myself to do what they want me to do. They want me to, I hope y'all can see this, cut a hole right here, break this. You probably can't see this at all because I can't get the camera up there, but there's a little plastic grate. They want me to break that out to fix my problems, and I just absolutely cannot bring myself to cut this heater box. I feel like it's probably going to lead to future issues in the, down the road. But I was thinking, if I take this box out, this heater box, and replace my heater core, check the evaporator, replace it with the higher quality doors, maybe from Heater Treater or Dorman or something like that, replace my heater core, then I won't have nothing to worry about for another, hopefully, 10, 12, 15 years. But let me tell you some of the stuff I had to do. I didn't video a whole lot of this because I was learning during the process. But there's your antenna cable down here, another connector, and another connector behind this kick panel. And you have to pull it off, starting back here and go up. There's two 13mm bolts right here. There's two 10mm bolts up there. There's also 1, 2, 3, I think 3 or 4 8mm bolts up there you have to take loose. There's a bolt down here you have to take loose. Now, let me walk around the truck. There's, on your emergency brake cable or deal, there's a little swing tab with a rod. You have to take that loose. I just took this loose, the bar that goes underneath the steering wheel, and then underneath the dash, behind my brake controller and stuff, that big connector with that bolt on it is a 10mm. You have to undo it, and there's two other connectors behind it, possibly 3, that you have to undo. You have to undo your air brake or airbag sensor. There's two 10mm bolts in the bottom of here. There's 1, 2, 3 13mm bolts right here, which you have to remove this kick panel on this side, just like the other one. I think there's 4 bolts on the steering column. I hadn't got there yet, so I can't be that, when I get there, I'll show you. I think I almost have this dash loose enough to pull out. Then we'll start working on the heater box. This whole project, I probably have 2 hours in it. It should go back together a lot quicker than pulling it apart. You have to pop off all this so you can get to these bolts down here. You have to take out your glove box, which your glove box is real easy. But this is a pretty expensive repair if you take it and have it done. So I'm just going to do it. And if you look at my back seat, that's all the dash panels, kick panels and everything I have to put back on. But we'll keep filming and we'll go from there. Okay, there was 4 8mm up there and 2 10mm. Now it looks like I got to remove these, the handle grips. I wish I had a cameraman or something, but just undo these, and there's 2 10mm under here on those handle grips. You gotta remove those. This dash is getting close. If I can start sliding it around, then I can see what I need to do to go ahead and get it on my way. It's real close. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, guys, on more discovery. That has to come loose. The steering column does have to come down. There's 2 bolts. Let me walk over there and show y'all. There's 4 bolts, or 4 nuts to hold on the steering column. I just laid mine in the seat. There was 1 connector right here that I knew the wires were going to be too short, so I undid it. Everything else, as you can see, the shift cable, everything doesn't have no stress on it. But there's 2 bolts up here that holds the dash on, and it's ready to come out. Now I just got to get me some help. I'm going to clean out my seat and get me some help, and I'm going to flip it over into my seat. So we're probably going to raise it up to clear the steering wheel. I might go get me a towel and put it over the steering wheel, but as of right now, the dash is ready to come out. I'm excited. Now I can actually start getting to my repairs. So, I figure, you know, if you stayed on it and did it all, I think you could do this in a weekend. But I got an hour here, hour there that I can work on it. So, I mean, it's probably going to take me 3 hours to put it back together. Maybe less, seeing how I know where everything's at. But it's not that hard. If you have a few hand tools and you know what you're semi-mechanically inclined, I think you can do this. So let me get the seat cleaned out, and when I get the dash, I gotta wait for help to get here, but as soon as I get the dash rolled over into the seat carefully and make sure there ain't no wires or anything, then I'll take some more video. Okay guys, it's Sunday afternoon. I should have been already up. I need to run to the parts store so I can get some hose clamps. It's easier to get on and off of these heater core. I didn't video a whole lot of this. Okay, it looks like they're 3/4 inch line. See that? 3/4 inch. So I need a hose clamp that fits the 3/4 inch line. The other one looks to be about the same 3/4 inch line. But I didn't video a whole bunch of this heater core and blend door stuff, but I'm going to explain some more. I got some other stuff to do, so let's see what we can get into. Okay, I got back from the parts store, and I don't know if y'all can see this, but you have to remove that computer, and there's a nut there and a nut behind the computer you have to take loose. You have to take off your heater hoses. That's right there. I put different clamps on them. You have to disconnect your AC lines, which is not that bad. And then the computer's 3 8mm bolts you have to undo. Like I said, this is not a full how-to video. It's just showing you what I did. So let me start getting this stuff put back together, and I'll be back with you. Okay guys, I hope y'all can see this. Got my dash all put back together. I even vacuumed it. But I have a little rant here. My rant is anybody that's going to cut into that heater blend box to replace mode 1 and that recirculation door, it takes about an hour, hour and a half, if you don't know what you're doing, to get this dash out of here. There's plenty of videos showing how to get that dash out of here. But my rant is, you can replace both those doors with a heater box inside the truck. Only reason I pulled my heater box is put a new heater core in it, because I was right there. So any truck that I ever buy, I'm going to make sure I bring a screwdriver if it's a Dodge, and if the heater box is cut, I'm going to walk away. It just infuriates me why people would cut that box when there's just a few bolts that holds this dash in. You can slide it back, and you can change both those doors with that box inside the truck. Now, it does take about an hour and a half to pull the dash out. It takes about an hour and a half to put it back in, but I guarantee you, you're probably cutting, taping, and all that other stuff a lot longer than 3 hours. And I didn't break a single clip or nothing. So that's my rant. Now we're moving on. Now we're doing a brake change on this side. I'm not going to film the other side, but we're doing a brake pad change on this side because I got the brake pads, and I did the other side a few months ago because they were grinding. This side was over a half a pad, but I figured if I already had it in the driveway, I might as well just get the tire change or brakes changed. We'll film some of that.
For some reason, it just exited out and just went home. I didn't even touch a button.
I gotta remember how to get this off of here. Can't remember to go on the other side. How the heck did I get that out of there the last time? There we go. I'm stuck. Like Chuck. Oops, I don't want to do that. Get off there.
Jack, it's only on jack.
I know. Not properly jacked up. What in the world is keeping that from coming off there?
That falls, man. Old rotor and everything. Oh, the jack's too much here.
Don't worry about it. He got it off.
Go get a jack stand.
Yeah, good idea. Get a jack stand.
This damn thing falls. I'm not hurting this rotor. We're killing him.
But
Because if it kills him, that's on us. And I don't want it to kill him.
now, the best way to compress your caliper is use one of your brake pads,
Old ones.
old ones, and a C-clamp. You do this just nice, easy, and slow. As you're trying to hold up the caliper so you don't drop it.
What do you do this for?
Because the new brake pads are wider than the old brake pads.
Okay.
It's okay. We're teaching you.
It's just a good question, man.
But what
I
did
know.
you? What
Gotta
did
ask
you?
questions.
Cammy truck. And compressed.
And it's almost compressed. You just do this nice, easy, and slow.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Okay, I'm bottomed out, so that's
Done.
okay. Now, Mr. Adam, if you hold this up for me for a second.
Oh, but he's my video post.
That one goes on this side. I was watching.
No.
Just watching how you took them off.
Okay.
His shoulder's in the way now.
You gotta hold that up, Adam. I gotta use both hands. You put your new brake pads on like so.
How many rednecks does it take to video a brake pad change?
Yeah, I know. Then you gotta put your caliper back on, which you might have to squeeze these in. Make sure all that moves freely. Then you set your caliper down. The caliper's in place. Then after you get done changing all that, you make sure you pump up your brakes. Because you want to make sure you have pedal when you jump in and try to drive down the Toot and Totem or the convenience store to get you a Coke. You don't want to crash into the neighbor's car across the street. But I did torque these to the proper spec. And as you can see, put my wrench on there. Click, click. Down here. Click, click. All right, they're torqued. So anyway, we're gonna put the tire back on, and I'll probably call this a video. Thank y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.